Alright guys, it's time for another Knives Fast video. Great blades here. These are two of my favorites from Rosecraft. And guys, I'm super excited to check these two out. Let's jump right in. These are the Sweetwater Senators. And these are coming this Tuesday, the 29th at 8:30 a.m. to Traditional Pocket Knives and other dealers. And they are coming to Rosecraft afternoon. We'll talk about more about that in a moment, but there are two versions in for me to take a look at, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But let's start with the beautiful red sandalwood version right here with the beautiful club shield here and the silver pins and bolsters. Really, really nicely done. You do have a nail nick there. Can I pinch it? Yeah, I can dig in there and pinch it. But for me, I've just been using my thumbnail. And really good. Now you have a lamb's foot blade. First time we've seen these from Rosecraft. Kind of a utility blade with a swedge up here at the end. Beautiful satin finish on the D2 steel. Gorgeous looking knife for sure. And then you have this really interesting handle with a single flute on the bolster, and there's your end cap, and just a gorgeous knife overall. What do you guys think of this one? Contoured scales, steel frame, of course, steel back spring, very well finished as usual. A little dirty. Looks like I may have scratched this guy up a little bit. Let's see if that's it's just gunk. Just got some junk on it. There we go. Might help to use a cloth, but let's just do that real quick. Yeah, purty. And there's a couple of scratches there. We'll show you the other one then. Looks like I may have dropped it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I dropped it, but that's what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful knife indeed. Now, I'm curious. Now, I know I've cut with these, but let's just let you guys see. Now, obviously, we've got this utility tip. I'm trying not to go all the way through, but you can see you definitely have a controllable, tip there. You do have, we're catching a little bit there. I don't know. We'll try the other one. Yeah, there we go. We're just catching right at that beginning. There might be, I experienced this. Let's grab a clean piece of cardboard here, and let's just see if maybe I'm just doing something wonky. No, we're definitely catching right at the start of the cut there, and I'm not sure why. So maybe just that one needs a little touch-up. How's it feel? Yeah, feels like it just needs a little bit of a touch-up. So we've seen that a couple of times with some Rosecrafts. A lot of times they come very, very sharp, and other times they come just a little wonky. Now, this is the Stag version. Stag is always going to be a little bit thicker. And there we go. A couple scuffs on the back spring as well. Sorry about that. That's probably me. Knives get moved around here in this place like crazy. We have beautiful silver pins, gorgeous red deer Stag. What do you guys think of a Stag traditional? Is that something you like? Now, let's talk a little bit before I even get to the specs or all the little details. Let's talk about the Stag. Now, the Stag is a little more expensive. These are $79 and these are $59. And again, stay around for a minute because I'm going to give you some codes to save 10%. But I actually I've had people tell me they don't like how the handle is thicker and the blade is kind of narrower. But I actually like that. Let's try to cut with this one just to see. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. It's an anomaly every once in a while that you run into with some of these knives. They just don't quite get the edge they should. But you can see this one, nice and sticky sharp for sure. Now let's talk walk and talk. I would say this one is a little softer. It is running to me around 5.5. This one, little stronger. I would call that 6.5. This one's awesome. The other one's just a little softer. And it's cool to have that kind of variation, not a big deal. But I love that utility tip on this. And by the way, no big deal if something's a little dull for me because I can easily strap that right back up and it won't be that big of a problem. Really cool Stag handles. Now, again, Guys, just a little disclaimer. I had surgery a few days ago, so I'm not gripping things quite like I normally would. But this good and thick here in my hand feels really good. Again, don't forget that you are holding a slip joint, so don't push down on that if you put your thumb out there. But it shouldn't be a problem because you're pushing against that when you cut. And again, I like the thickness. Now, this one is a little thinner. Let's just see them side by side. You can see definitely a difference in the thickness between the Stag and the other. I prefer this guy. Feels really great in the hand, of course. 4-finger grip on both. And I actually like this swell because you get kind of a little more control on the end and the front and the back, and then you get a little more relaxed grip in that middle, and I think that works really, really excellently. Again, let's just take one more pretty look at these. There is, again, your red sandalwood. I love the graining on this. Just looks so good. The finish on these blades is sick. Really nice. And there is your red deer Stag. Just gorgeous. Now let's do our comparisons and talk specs and availability. Now, it's important to remember these are dropping on October 29th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. at dealers, okay? So I would go to traditionalpocketknives.com and you can use code KNIVESFAST10 for 10% off. So this one's $59, this one's $79, and you can get 10% off of those two. You can see both way smaller than either the Rat 1 or the Rat 2. Really, really cool looking knives indeed. Let's talk specs. Oh, by the way, and then Rosecraft is holding to release them on their site till noon to give dealers kind of a head start. So they will be available at Rosecraft Blades at noon, and you can use code KNIVESFAST for 10% at Rosecraft. But again, the price is the same in both places, and the discount code is the same in both places. So it doesn't matter to me. I will leave the links down below for both places, and I will leave the codes down below for both places. And of course, right about now, while I'm trying to give you specs, my computer decides to hate me. So here we go. All right, so again, it is a 3.5 inch knife closed, 6.2 inches overall, 0.44 on the width. Let's see, which one is that? That is the Stag, 0.44. Let's see what they list on the other one. Blade thickness is just 0.10, very thin and delicate. This is a great Apple knife in my opinion. Nail nick opening, 2.4 ounces. Again, designed in the U.S. in Maryville, Tennessee. The company resides in Tennessee, but these are made in China. The blade length is just 2.7. Now, let me back up here and go to the sandalwood and see if it tells me what the thickness of that one is. Handle material. Oh, come on, where is it? 0.44. So it's not an accurate measurement. They are definitely different, so they're not both 0.44 at all. Matter of fact, let's just see what we get here. On the Stag, yeah, see, I would say the Stag is more like 0.52, 0.53, almost even 0.55, and this guy is 0.44. So, yeah, definitely the Stag is closer to a little over half an inch for sure. So what do you guys think of these two Rosecraft knives? Let me know down below what you think. Are you going to pick one up? Would love to hear about it. Again, the Rosecraft Sweetwater Creek Senator. Love the name. Oh, you know what? I can give you guys a comparison to the Stinking Creek sow belly here. I have that one sitting here. So there is, the sow belly is a little bit longer. So again, kind of a smaller blade, shorter blade, real nice sharpening choil, by the way. And I love the shape of the handle. I know some people are talking about, but this gives you a really cool cut with it being narrowed down like that. Great for utility. I think it's fantastic. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for checking these out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching the Nice Fast channel.